from his box. It may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. If the Omnissiah grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. Why did you not send a shuttle for me? I do apologize, your lordship, but we were unable to receive your request for evacuation. The Voxlink was overrun with vile interference, screams, blasphemous hymns, and other equally sinister noises. Any who listened to the interference for a protracted period lost their sanity. Several dozen operators went mad monitoring the Voxcaster in the hope of hearing your voice. Each one of them waited in vain. What is happening on the planet now? Our augur operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations of the archenemy's powers at various locations on the planet. Based on the fragments of communications picked up by our Vox operators, there is practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. Do we have any hope of taking the planet? I fear that Rykad Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave the system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy and are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we also have the shuttles salvaged from the starport. The dark eyes of the Sister battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those people who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the holy relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electro-priests who guard and tend to it. Abelard furrows his brow. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rykad Minoris. The von Valancius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so, lamentable though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. Heinrich's eyes, like two deep dark pools, are resolutely fixed on you. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge toward death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had surrendered to the servants of the archenemy and permitted corruption to enter it too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electro-Priest monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Minoris from becoming an outpost of the archenemy. Whatever fate you choose Whatever fate you choose for this, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit. As do I see that the storm is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking. We need to get out of here while we still can. Something lurking in the deeps of your consciousness bristles at the passing thought of saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away. It is as if you are planning to steal the prey of a mighty predator. The planet is already wrapped in a thread stretching out from the warp. It deserves to have a new master. Why can we not try to evacuate at least some of the people? Which of the planet's inhabitants can we evacuate? Set an optimal course and carry out an orbital strike on the Electro-Priest monastery. Rykad Minoris must fall. We will not waste any time on this world. Pull back and begin preparations for translation to warp. for the simple reason that the transformation process will soon become irreversible and our sole weapon against it is useless. The energy released by the bombardment could stoke the warp energies. I have never witnessed the aftermath of bombing a demon world before, but there is enough evidence of such attempts for me to say with confidence that you do not want to see it. Which of the planet's inhabitants can we evacuate? Thanks to Sergeant Malgar's troops, we can manage the crowds of frightened commoners and prevent them from overloading our shuttles. However, I doubt we will find even one highborn citizen among them. Thanks to you, we have salvaged many shuttles from the starport that we can now use. Have the pilots extract all the commoners who have not yet converted to the cult of the Final Dawn. The miraculous fusion reactor must be saved. Set an optimal course and carry out an orbital strike on the... we cannot waste time on this world. Pull back and begin preparations for translation. I don't know what to do. You did good, Reeve. Thank you. Hey, I missed it. Good job, streamer. Proud of you. Thank you, Legendary Star-Lord 5. 12-hour stream. Let's go. Aw, shit. That means it's going to be a bitch to upload to YouTube. God damn it. You are the captain. You must decide. Never giving up. I want to extract the citizens and then bomb it. But I can't do both. I'm on tiny phone screen, so I can't see the words. Okay, so it's either that I save civilians, I save the fusion reactor, which I don't know what that means. I decide to bomb the planets to stop the spread of corruption, or don't even waste time on it and just pull back and warp away. Any delay caused by loading and transporting to the ship will cost us precious time. Do not deceive yourself, Victor. If you indulge your vanity, you will doom billions to eternal torment at the hands of the archenemy. Do not forget yourself, Interrogator. One more objection from you and I shall forget all about the need to deliver you to Footfall alive. Ooh, shit. I must do as I see fit. Perhaps I am acting foolishly in the Inquisition's eyes, but that is my decision to make. Very well, Heinrichs. Let's do it your way. Set an optimal course and carry out an orbital strike on the Electro Priest Monastery. Why can't I do both? Why can't I? Oh, because I'm wasting time. I personally would save the citizens, but that would lead potentially into more fights. Well, it's... My exterminatus hand is acting up. Down, boy, down. Oh my. I like how he says that I'm indulging my vanity by trying to save people. Maybe I should do an orbital strike. Nuke 'em. If you could save the citizens, then blow. If you could save the citizens, then blow up the planet. I do that. I mean, he's right. The taint of chaos is very, very dangerous. How do that work? I wonder. Wait, there's taint of chaos on the planet? Yeah, that's why they want to bomb it. It's because, uh, basically the planet fell to heretics. So they're like, we need to bomb it. Yeah, there's some people who haven't succumbed to the corruption, but they're we're wasting time. We're wasting time trying to save them is what he's trying to say. He says what the best course of action in his opinion is to, while we have time, get as far away as possible and then order a strike, an orbital strike to destroy the fucking planets so that the chaos doesn't spread. Yeah, we say we kill some innocent people, but most of them were corrupted. So it's only like, are we gonna waste time saving people and let the whole system fall to corruption, or are we going to use the time to get away and then bomb so the infection doesn't spread? Of course, didn't you see the Chaos Space Marine just now? Here comes the sun, and I did. I just didn't realize immediately what it meant, as I don't know fully the lore of Warhammer 40k. Oh, I meant it as a joke, wasn't trying to be a dick. Uh, Sorry if it came out like that. No, you're fine. It's fine, I'm doing it tired. Ah, fuck it, fine, let's just blow it up. Yes, Lord Captain, I will immediately inform the navigation and artillery decks of the impending maneuver. Heinrich inclines his head. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred exterminatus cleanse this veil of corruption. Wait, the reason why I wanted to save them was that the entity wanted them all to die. So if I saved them, I would stop the corruption from having those innocent souls. I don't know. The bridge is in upheaval. The technomats' prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony, while servitors work hastily to remove a hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal with a data slate clutched in his hand, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of the activity around him. What's going on around here? The warp sextant is not responding to commands. The ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I am currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit. Magus, why don't you assume control of the technomats? Surely their contribution will speed things up. They would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify the error. Pascal is muttering without taking his eyes off the data slate. There is a certain anxiousness to the way he moves his mechadendrites. Pascal, this is now your ship and your temple, so start acting like it, you blasted cog. Oh my. Magus, if you do not bring the situation under control, we will all perish. Act swiftly. Crew, heed the word of Magus Hanuman. Pascal, I kindly request that you take care of this mess. Do not interfere. No, I have to get to a stopping point. We're in the middle of a quote unquote cutscene. Shouldn't you be getting to bed, Reeve? No. Basically, if the Inquisition get even a whiff of chaos, they'll most likely blow up the place, and this is a full-blown invasion. Interesting to note. Yeah, it's Warhammer 40k don't mess around, you know? I don't know what to do in this. Should I be hard on him or should I be gentle on him? I don't know what to do. That was the quickest no I ever heard. Let's try being kind. Thank you, your lordship. You are right. Pascal's voice changes when he addresses the crew. He now speaks with authority and resolve. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. The mayhem immediately subsides and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah servants start working in sync and the binary clamor becomes the cacophony of reports, which the Magus coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done, Pascal. Do not ever act like a spineless greenhorn in front of me ever again. Now make this rebellious lump of metal take us out of here. The Omnissiah guides me. The prayers of the tech priests surrounding the cogitator almost drown out the sounds of the bustling bridge behind you. Pascal, poring intently over the data slate in his hands, extends a mechandendrite toward you. Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. Explain what we're doing? I studied the data and discovered a machine node that was damaged as a result of the heretic sabotage. The functioning of the warp sextant was tampered with, and the ship's spirit, aggravated by this violation of the right of operation, is now rejecting its calculations. I sought a way to rectify this error and have concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. The cogitator systems of this temple of the Omnissiah are subordinate to the shell whose repository serves the machine we see before us. A machine created for your predecessor and one that uses the biological signatures of dynastic blood in its computations. The spirits should recognize the ship's master and submit to his will. Should. Pascal speaks the final word with a slight tremor in his synthesized voice. That should sounded less than reassuring. Lord Captain, comes the crackle from Pascal's vox, part beleaguered sigh, part interference. I am still poorly acquainted with this void ship. The acolytes here have adopted their own customs for conversing with the machine spirits. They do not know me, and they express themselves in a little-known dialect of Techna lingua. I will trust in the Omnissiah that my analysis of the data was correct. It means we have a chance of appeasing the ship's spirit. Okay. The huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits in the green background make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as at the gate of the warrant chamber. Pascal's voice becomes imbued with imperious force. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Yeah. Senior technomats recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with the campanological protocol. Omnissiah rejoice. I must inform you that for the purposes of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating of its data smith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destruction of the data crypts. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure. Pascal looks down at the data slate in his hands. A minor deviation from the right of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. What must I do? Deviating from the right of operation? That sounds dubious, especially coming from you. Listen, can't you do all of this without me? I'm no servant of the Omnissiah after all. Place your hand inside the throat of the cogitator guardian, the cyber gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it, we will offer our prayers so that we may bypass the protective protocol for defective connections and launch the warp sextant. Pascal's voice grows quieter. The laws of Omnissiah know no exceptions, and so in this ritual I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, and may we receive his blessing. Place your hand in the gargoyle's mouth. The metal jaw clamps down on your hand, breaking your delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image of the vid screen before you changes. Connecting 00.1, connecting 00.2, connecting 00.3, success, regulation 789, whatever, access. Initiated ID 8627, NOMOS Operation RISP Act. Gesture at the vid screen. What does it all mean? Reach out and touch the keys on the instrument panel. By my authority, I revoke the invulnerability protocol of the warp engine. At the sound of your voice, a cogitator whose brazen skeleton is built into the cottage shudders. With a screech, its skull resonates towards you and then stops in that position. Benevolent code, a voice receptor. Pascal emits a sequence of binary signals and then is silent for several seconds. I hypothesize that the defect is located in the analyzer block. I register a reaction to the signal, but no process response. A temporary override is permissible. The Magus initially studies the vid screen. The shell was created on a forge world unknown to me. Initiating standard invocation of the machine spirit. Pascal leans over the adjacent instrument panel and sets his hands on the controls. At the same time, a quiet stream of machine code begins pouring forth from his box. Okay, what should I do now? Lord Captain, I now ask you to address the machine spirit. Speak the following command. By my authority, I revoke the The voice receptor will receive the vocal entry. Without your sanction, the machine spirit will not accept the data from the warp sextant. By my authority, I revoke the inviolability protocol of the warp engine. One of the cogitator's vid screens turns red. Pascal sees this and raises his hand, signaling to the rest of the tech priest, then withdraws the connector from his sleeve and connects it to the machine. Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit so that it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them in the cogitator slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy censer's foul-smelling clouds of smoke from the loss of the blood that the gargoyle continues to drink from you, and the world swims before your eyes. Let the mechanism awaken in renewed purity. Pascal enters a sequence of commands and raises his head, watching the vid screen. Suddenly, he stops dead. No. His fingers fly over the command runes, entering command after command. His click their pincers, pull one lever after another. The vid screens fill with strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Magus. What is happening? After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the cogitator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flames, giving off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the Omnissiah's servants break off from their prayers, and someone bursts into frantic pale eating. Pascal mournfully grates out, the mass of errors in the warp sextant's calculations is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped. A moment later, the Magus continues instantly. Perhaps an alternative Ryzen protocol or an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils. The tech priest bends over the cogitator, but something in his pose and movements reveals his desperation. While the other vid screens are filled with more and more strings of symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and its static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice. Read the information on the vid screen. Magus Hanuman, a moment if you will. Pascal turns towards you, his flickering visor betraying his anxious state. Lord Captain, he stops short when he sees the vid screen. Distorted transmissions from the data's core, most likely the residual cognitive functions of the built-in servitors. Omnissiah, shield us from machine ghosts. He returns to manipulating the cogitator's command runes. Machine spirit, can you hear me? Wait. Input pack, stab true, stab false, stat check initiate, perturb, disturb, query. Can you hear me? The cogitator server creaks and quietly joins, a sound that is drowned out only by him tapping the command runes. Injury, rescue, query. Rescue? Yes, machine spirit, rescue us. Machine spirit, this is Lord Captain of the vessel. Obey me and start the warp engine. O hallowed machine spirit, in the name of the Omnissiah and the Emperor, reveal unto us your power and guard us against our doom. Useless pile of scrap, the rogue trader commands you, rid us of your malady and submit to my will. Oh God. I don't know what to do. Oh God, we're gonna die because the fucking ship won't move. I remember one story in which, so basically the Imperium has those things called black ships which go from planet to planet and collect psychers. Well, one governor decides this doesn't apply to him and he didn't give them his daughter. A week later, she became a gate through which demons poured and everything went to shit. Oh, that's sad. Injury, rescue, query. I don't know if I should be like sanctimonious about it. I don't know, I'd go with one. Lord Captain, the excess emotion in your command will render it unintelligible to. Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screens begin to stabilize one after another. The strings frequently galloping across the green background are replaced with stable images or regularly updating status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. The tech priest Vox crackles in shock, but his report is as clipped and clinical as ever. Registering warp sextant activated. Registering data stream stabilizing. Registering 0 data errors found. Reporting the warp engine is ready for translation. After a pause, Pascal adds, I am also reporting evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and in defiance of deactivation. Lord Captain, Rever here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and raring to go. We're ready to begin the translation to the warp, your lordship. What just happened? Contact Rever. The Lord Captain speaking. I give the order to commence translation to the warp. I hypothesized that ship spirit heard our prayers and intervened. It summoned the power of the Omnissiah to do something beyond any comprehension. Appears as perceives and knows the power of your faith, Pascal. He would not have worked this miracle otherwise. Pascal, I expected you to save my ship yourself, not pray for a miracle. Your performance is unsatisfactory. I know little of the Omnissiah's sacred machines, but what I saw on the screen looked strange. A non-standard output of information lost in the data core. The servitors used as data conduits are not always fully lobotomized. Fragments of their thoughts can appear even in pure code, is False Emerson thought. I hope he will grant me a revelation that will allow me to comprehend the nature of this miracle. Pascal's vox buzzes with wonder and an undercurrent of exultation. Okay, let's go. Waiting for you to ascend the captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Can we go and find our husband now? Look at them destroy all those fucking people. Yeah. It's fucking beautiful. A lot of people died. Yep. A lot of people's families were on that planet. A lot of potential heretics died. Yes, there were some innocent people on those planets, though. May the Emperor welcome them in his embrace.
The Fon Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void shift plunged deeper into the Coronis expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora Fon Valancius. Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Wait, we just gave her a funeral now? You completed chapter 1, yay! Lord Captain, allow me to report our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Roselio informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate to real space in the Furibundus system. I like how I always say furry because it takes me a while to fucking read it. So it's like I just elongate the word. Furibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilot are awaiting your permission to begin the process. Okay. The Furibundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Coronis expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and to allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate, Dargonus, Janus, and Kiev Gamma. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Immaterium. The Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading, I quote. Apparently, the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible. Is it because they got a lot of Drukhari around? Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he will be interested in talking to you as well, Victor. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, Victor. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Your Lordship, young Evane Winterscale, has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Evane swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the rogue trader that during a comprehensive system inspection this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. You mean a password? You mean a fucking password? Unit Victor von Valancius has been added to the access list and assigned the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the captain's cogitator provided that he possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in Pascal's mechanical voice. Are you leaving us, Heinrich? The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall and no farther. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience any more than I already have, Victor. I hope we meet again. True servants of the Emperor are always welcome aboard my ship. You are a skilled fighter. I could use people like you. What do you say we extend your stay in my retinue? Finally, my benevolence and patience were both about to run out. So be it. Why don't you join my retinue? Thank you for the offer, but I must decline. I am afraid my duty to the Golden Throne comes before everything else. Agenta, who is this Reverend Hieronymus who wants to talk to me? He is the head of the Drusian mission on Footfall and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant of the Emperor to do so. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue traitor of the von Valancius dynasty. Oh, she's going to stay with us? If you wish to have me aboard your void ship, I request that we meet with Reverend Hieronymus. Victus, tell me about the system we are arriving in. Furibundus is valuable to its close proximity to the Maw, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known for Footfall, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders traversing the Coronis expanse. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by an Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off-limits to outsiders. Alter Templum Calixus Ex 17. I had the honor of attending to this shrine for a few thousand cycles. I suggest you abstain from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. What do I need to know about Footfall? It is the largest port and the trading capital of the Coronis expanse. It has a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair the void ship, and it boasts its own astropathic choir, the Coronis expanse communications nexus. Not to mention private hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. In the Coronis expanse, the Imperium relies on this as its outpost. The fringes of humanity's domain rarely resemble its central worlds. But so long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered a citadel of the Imperium, although I have heard that the ties it sends are underwhelming, to say the least. Due to Footfall's remoteness, it has developed its own rules and customs. Many of the goods that can be procured there would be considered heresy in the heart of the Imperium, enough to warrant summary execution. Moreover, Footfall is the domain of the rogue traders who transcend certain imperial laws by virtue of the warrant they bear. Footfall is just a brief stop. What next? As soon as we solve the issues plaguing the ship and establish contact with the key worlds of your protectorate, the time will come for your Magna Accessio, the official ceremony of donning the mantle of the rogue trader. It is mostly a formality at this point. You already possess all the privileges granted by the warrant, and yet it is a major milestone in your personal history, the moment your name graces the list of heads of the von Valancius dynasty. We are all looking forward to that day, Lord Captain. Abelard, do you know anything about the leash of the fall? Vladame Tokara is a very peculiar young man, considering your upcoming conversation of a baptism of fire. in Footfall's political arena. Such things are not spoken out loud, but Liege Tokara is the appointee of the Casbalica mission, the largest robber baron crime syndicate in the Calixis sector. They specialize in the cold trade and buying and selling all kinds of Xenos rubbish. Is that like a black market? The illegal trade of commodities and artifacts of Xenos origin? Is that like a black market? Footfall was previously run by a Liege who did business with several criminal factions at once, but he suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked up by Vladimir Tokara, whose appointment benefits not only the Casbalica, but also their most powerful ally in the Coronis Expanse, rogue trader Caligus Winterscale. How convenient. Vladimir is a slippery yet very cautious fellow. He does not usually beat around the bush and does not play mind games. Perhaps more importantly, he is no fool. Fools do not rise this high in the Casbalican hierarchy. Keep all this in mind. You are a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen cases where the Casbalican barons crossed swords with rogue traders and emerged victorious. Do not forget that and remain vigilant. The Casbalica, vile tech thieves. Pascal's Vox barks out the last word like a profanity. Why does the Liege want to see me so badly? Not you personally. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader of the von Valancius dynasty. Tokara does not know about Lady Theodora's death and is simply seeking... Sorry, my eye itches. Simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. My gut is telling me that something must be very wrong on Footfall if our astropath managed to read such strong emotion in such an anodyne message. We have no information, Lord Captain. The broadcast from the Footfall Astropathic Choir was the only missive Master Zachary has received lately. Tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to make the translation from the warp into real space. Wow, so much info! Congrats on Chapter 1 being finished. I hope you find your husband. Who's your husband? My beloved husband, Marazai, who is a Drukhari and proud of it, who embraces his culture with open arms, who is a proud dark elf, who looks down upon humans, which I am, and whose culture is you know what, you know Warhammer lore, right? So I don't have to explain to you what a Drukhari is, but yeah, he's a Drukhari, and you can romance him in this game. So yeah, we're gonna get married. Victus begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with her every word. The bridge is set in motion as hundreds of people start to appear for the shift to real space, and measured chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. Victus turns to you again. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokara will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock, and besides, he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with the proper pomp and ceremony or choose to visit in incognito. Tell me in detail how these choices will benefit me. According to Footfall's unwritten laws, rogue traders enjoy special privileges that exceed even the power of the Liege. However, they may choose not to exercise those privileges in certain situations. Arriving incognito will give you more room for maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene in local affairs. I shall explain if you do not mind. As per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the Liege's decisions. But there is a catch. The Coronis Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. Of course, that does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling the strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing and a parade in your honor, the other dynasties may see this gesture as the newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Corda will be put on her guard, but you have just risen to prominence, and most people in the Coronis Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of von Valancia soars as high as ever. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. Of course you would say that, Mr. Interrogator, spy dude. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power, but right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way your arrival will not draw much attention, and the people will treat you as a person and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage. I have decided, tell the liege I will arrive incognito. I have decided, tell the liege I will arrive officially as a rogue trader. Fucking. I'm going incognito. It will be done, Lord Captain. Victus bows again. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. I'm sure that's not going to bite me in the ass later. Yeah, laughed my ass off. Yeah, I know. I also romanced him my last playthrough. Oh my. I bet that was an experience. Where the hell? Oh, it's not that far. Wait, where am I? Oh. Heinrich. Heinrich looks at you intently, his head tilted. I know nothing about you, Heinrich. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn III. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses, until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained, and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Do you remember your home planet?
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn III when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship.
How did you discover your abilities?
Like many psychers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorcerer's powers are truly dangerous. I hope you have mastered your abilities since then. I expected a more dramatic story. Oh my. I don't know what I'm more surprised by, the absurdity of the story or the fact you're capable of such a show of emotion. You have that little control over yourself, you're simply dangerous. He was a kid. He didn't know what his abilities were. Well, you don't have to bet, as you will see eventually. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know how to respond to this. I don't know what I'm surprised by, the absurdity of this story or the fact you're capable of such a show of emotion. I guess one?
When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment.
Tell me about the black ship.
Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers. Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
You were sent to the Inquisition straight after training?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Heinrich stops there, clearly not intending to elaborate further. The primary combat force and first line of defense of the Imperium, also known as the Imperial Guard. He was an Adeptus. Wait, he was a. Fuck. What is the name of the Imperial Guard? He was something Adeptus. It starts with a C. It's not Coronas. Adeptus. Custodes. He was a fucking custody? In the Imperial Guard? Wait, no. Imperial Guard isn't the same as Adeptus Custodi, right? He wasn't a Custodes. Okay. I'm gonna lurk, but I will listen if you need me. Okay. Astra Militatum. Oh, okay. Henrix nods wordlessly. How long have you served in the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
You visited many worlds during your service, I'll wager.
Indeed. I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terra, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
What duties have you been carrying out for the Inquisitor?
You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you?
The interrogator returns your look and smiles, but thanks to the expression in his ice cold eyes, the effect is rather unnerving. He's cute. Why can't I fucking romance him? God damn it. I can't romance him as a guy. I have to romance him as a girl. Militarum, sorry. Oh, okay. If someone who's been in service for decades, you certainly look young.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today.
Heinrich smiles crookedly. So he's older than he looks. Oh, okay.
Gladly.
Hendrix is probably the best romance in the game, in my opinion. Why Why do you have to gender lock him? God damn it. You're not the Inquisitor's only acolyte, correct?
Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I've never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I've been working alone.
Wandering among stars without family or friends, don't you get lonely?
I rarely have the time or the opportunity to think about it.
If you're an interrogator, does that mean you hold a special position in the retinue?
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
Are there other acolytes in the Coronis Expanse? The the interrogator narrows his eyes at you and releases a disappointed sigh. After several seconds of silence, you realize that you will not be getting an answer. Let's talk about something else.
Such as?
I like how you can ask him questions that he's obviously not gonna answer. What can you do as a psyker?
The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name, uttered by my lips. I am also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily processes. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work, when it is necessary to make the subject of an interrogation more cooperative.
I want you to leave my retinue and my ship. I must take my leave. Heinrichs politely inclines his head in response. So I can't flirt with him? Fuck. I guess you can only flirt if he's interested, I guess. I don't fucking know. Ugh, God, don't tease me with Heinrich is probably the best romance in the game. Now I just feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I'm missing out. Wait, does no one have anything else to say, Abelard?
Lord Captain.
I guess not.
Lord Captain.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that?
Lord Captain.
Let's talk about things that may be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain.
That is, never mind.
As you wish.
Never mind.
Lord Captain.
Wait, did anyone want to talk to me about stuff? No tease, just an opinion. Sure. Sure. Yeah, sure. Can I give you a little suggestion? Sure, why not? Yeah, go ahead, hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Open your inventory. Okay. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Oy. Hoobadoo. Everything you don't need, like the stacks of weapons and armor, put it into cargo so you can sell it. Oh, okay. Wait, never mind. I was like, how do I do that? I could just right click, add to cargo. Okay, I might actually want to keep one. Fuck, whatever. Wait, can I split? I split. And keep leg. And you can keep 3. Heretical follower. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. I might need that for my husband. No, no, you'll be left behind. I did save, right? I think I did. Because most of the loot is garbage, at least for now. You know, fair. That's fair. Alright, I need to upgrade. Ooh, Assassin, Bounty Hunter, Grand Strategist. Assassins are masters at identifying the slightest vulnerabilities of key targets and dispatching them by any means necessary. Core focus, high damage, dodge, and dodge reduction, threat elimination, hit and run. Seek the opening. Dispatch second weapon. Dispatch second weapon. Bounty hunter. Bounty hunters are methodical killers who leave trails of dead bodies in their wake. A bounty hunter chooses their next target before the previous one has even realized it's dead. Core focus, critical hits, defense reduction, killing key targets, repositioning. Hunt down the prey, wild hunt. Grand strategist. A master of battlefield positioning for themselves and their allies, the Grand Strategist is able to increase the battle effectiveness of their party by designating and strengthening important parts of the battlefield. Core focus, battlefield control, ally buffs, unique utility, enemy debuffs. Critical hits, defense reduction, positioning, high damage, and dodge reduction, threat elimination, hit and run. I don't know which one to go for. I like assassin builds because I like, assassins, but would it be more bounty hunter? Critical hits, defense reduction, killing key targets, repositioning. Woo! The bounty hunter may mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. The bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier, the Roman numeral on the enemy's icon. 1 to 2, 25% of the bounty hunter's maximum wounds as temporary wounds. 3 to 4, 5 praise difficulty tier, critical damage, praise difficulty tier, critical hit chance until the end of combat. Both of the above. Hunt down prey has 3 charges at the start of the combat. Wait, I made dogmatic choices? The fuck? Seek the opening. The assassin sees a single opening for each enemy on one of the enemy sides. Opening whenever the assassin hits an opening, excluding over penetration. They deal an additional plus 10% of target's max wounds damage. After an attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Each enemy's openings that were not hit by the assassin during the assassin's turn are moved to a random side of that enemy at the start of the assassin's next turn. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Assassin build, let's go. Ah shit, I forgot about you. God damn it. Next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal bonus more damage. Until the opposite's next turn, their allies' attacks also remove. For the next attack against a target affected by an exploit, that target's cover efficiency will be reduced. This attack will have stacks exploit hit chance. Allies under the effect of at least one psychic additional psychic armor penetration. Also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower for 1 round. Every 9th successful dodge and or parry by the Psyker and their allies combined grants the Psyker additional AP on the next turn. Also cripples the enemy, reducing their weapon skill and boosting it by 30 until the end of the combat. Ooh. Assassin, bounty hunter, assassin, vanguard, an unstoppable force on the front line and beacon for their allies. Even when facing extremely heavy fire, vanguard only grows stronger in the crucible of battle. Core focus, frontline leader, defensive support, temporary wounds, absorbing attacks redirection. An arch-militant is a formidable master of warfare, able to blend various weapons and styles mid-combat, be it melee or ranged or anything in between. The arch-militant is the best at it and becomes stronger and stronger with each second in the battle. Versatility, large area attacks, personal buffs, weapon set, rotation, crowd control. Yes, sir, I need more people to have wide range field effects, I think is what I was trying to say. Different type of their previous gains a stack of versatility. Valid attack types are single shot, single target, melee, area shot, or burst. Gains weapon skill and ballistic skill for every stack of versatility. The arch militant has 4 or more stacks of versatility and deals an additional bonus damage, whichever is highest. Yes, nice. Vanguard, master tactician, always in the thick of battle using their leadership and combat prowess. Master tacticians are able to harness the momentum of their party to enhance the combat effectiveness of their allies and themselves. Scaling with party success, long-term single target buffs, momentum, versatility. Battlefield control, ally buffs. Oh! Thank you for the hydration tech. I'm gonna go to bed as it's 4 a.m. for me. Hope you have a good rest of your stream, Reeve, and have a good night, Chad and Reeve. Okay, bye. Drag, thank you for joining us. You have a good night. Or good morning, whichever. Fuck. I don't know what to do with her. What? He has an assassin build? What the fuck? Vanguard, arch militant. Bye, mod sir. Oh my. Let's see. What do I need to do? A tattered spirit. The dockyard is waiting for the ship in order to begin the full inspection and repairs. Okay. Argenta has something to discuss with the head of the Drusine mission and is counting on the Lord Captain's support. Classified information. The bridge Cogitator once belonged to Theodore von Valancius. Pascal is sure that it can be used to decrypt the discovered databank. Belonging to the Rotary's presence in the Furbundus system. Okay. Well, I'm assuming the Drukhari have been observed stealing suns in the Coronis Expanse. Such notorious raids wreak devastation across the entire solar system, but it is the frequency with which these malicious Xenos are depriving humanity of valuable stars that raises suspicion. What could have prompted this increase in their rapacious activities? Curious and curious. Holy poop! It's Legend Kyun. Hello, Yosti. Welcome in. Oh my god, it's Yosti. Oh my god, you guys know each other? Oh my god, of course you guys know each other. I don't know, man. I want to meet my husband, like, right now. Oh shit. I didn't mean to start this. Fuck. God damn it. Not the furry Bundus. Lord Captain, Rever's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving toward us, judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries. They're not here for a chin wag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Where did they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? Could this be the work of Konrad Voigtver? Can we evade this combat? On my order, all stations get ready for void combat. Where did they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? An unknown ship. The rubbish of Furbundus, and I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards. It all bunches together and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. Could this be the work of Konrad Voigtver? The silence over the Vox lasts for several seconds. It's possible he could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. Can we evade this combat? He snorts, or perhaps chuckles. I don't think so, Lord Captain. There'd be no reason to. It'll be easier to blast these scum to smithereens than to evade them. We'll warn Footfall we're coming with a few macro salvos. On my order, all stations get ready for void combat. Let's go! Heinrich is ready to sacrifice the remains of his own humanity, but if he does, will he then be any different from the monsters he fights? So deep! You have to wait for the good things, Reaver, and I mean good loosely. Oh my. But yes, Legendary Kyun is a good friend. Yes, we friends. There is nothing good in the Warhammer world, Legendary, except big titty Eldar wives. Oh my. Oh, we do love the big titty Eldar wives. Waifus. Well, Cobra class destroyer? What's happening right now? Jesus, you have engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space on the surfaces of planets work quite differently from one another. Acceleration mode, mid-movement zone, end movement zone. Ships travel at high speeds even during combat. Both enemies must have moved certain distances. Okay. To move the ship, click Limited except zone battlefields. Once you do, you will see a hologram of the ship that will allow you to evaluate the efficiency of future attacks. Again, to confirm your choice and command the ship to move. Alternatively, you can to remove the hologram. Okay. Whoa, this is trippy. Okay. Mars pattern macro battery. One enemy creature within 6 short range broadside macro cannons. Fire 4 shots, dealing 14 damage per shot. Okay. Why did I do that? Your ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons, which if it returns range fire. I'm gonna pull up right next to them, and I'm gonna shoot them. Some ships are protected by shields. To do damage to such an enemy, misfire pierce their shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's sides. 1 protects its bow. When facing an enemy ship with shields, choose your angle of attack wisely and direct your fire side. Shields recover each round. Nigeриa's flagship is likewise protected by shields. Damage shields do not recover at the start of the next turn. Instead, they can be restored using their start shield action. Okay. It will reduce movement speed for okay. Short range, which fire 2 shots in 14. Wait, can I do it like that? Okay. Can I do that? I cannot do that. Can I do that? I cannot do that. Can I do that? No, I can do that. Uh-oh. They're coming up on my butt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, God. Help. I don't know how to do this. I guess do this. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him like this. Hey, they're dead. Yay, we killed them. Woo! Oh shit, no, god damn it. Okay, I kind of fucked that up. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh god, they're too far away. Oh no, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? They're too far away. Fuck. Oh god, I'm not facing the right way. You win this round. Oh god, how do you maneuver? I need to like pull up right beside him, right? Like that. Where we're perpendicular. No! What do you mean they're too far away? Ugh, fuck. God damn it, dude. Are you fucking serious? Get closer, you asshole. You bitch. Shit, dude. Okay, god damn it. This is such a pain in the ass. Why do I have to maneuver? It's like a dogfight. You know, it's my fault. I'm not angling my... Oop, I'm not angling myself right. God damn it, they're like just barely out of range. It's fucking bullshit. Changing course, disengage. Let's live to fight another day. Damn it, I can't do one last fuck you. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right, you... Oh, wait. I can just go after him. Yo, sick. Okay. Alright, Rapper, prepare the torpedoes. God damn. Oh, God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Can I get out of this? I don't want to do this anymore. Yay! I killed them! Woo! Damn ship hull integrity. Okay, that happens. Interesting! Oh, it's your first void battle. You'll either hate it or love it. Oh my. I'm sure it'll be fine, of course. Woot woot! Heretics burn, rejoice. You can't get out of it. Oh, that sucks. God damn it. Well, it's whatever. I survived. Where will I find Blade of the Void? Or Blades of the Void? Wait, we don't gotta go. Not explored yet. Oh wait, that's the temple that we're not allowed to go to. Footfall. Druse's blessings. Okay. Save again. We're gonna save. We're gonna save because something tells me it's gonna be another fucking 6 hours before I meet my fucking husband. Listen, Reaver, you can't really rush this. Just, you know, explore. Ugh. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. No. I know you can meet him in chapter 2, but you're not going to be able to recruit him till chapter 3. Which I'm fine with. Are you saying that I won't meet him until like towards the end of chapter 2? God damn it. You know, that's fair. It's whatever. It's fair. It's whatever. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. Not like you get to meet your other companions pretty early in the fucking game or anything. God damn, Zeki's still on? Well, I'm not. I can't judge. Don't laugh at me. Going to sleep right now. Thought of saying hi. Hi, James. Yeah, we're about to go to bed too. Me, EP, totally understandable. I'm EP too. 4:30 a.m. Yeah, it's 3:23 a.m. for me, so I getcha. Let's go annoy Zeki. Let's see. God, I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload this on YouTube. Was doing a commission. Well, that's awesome. Getting paid for your beautiful art. Zeki. Ugh. Jesus. Ugh. Alright. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a good day or night, wherever you're from. Thank you for, tolerating me, on my weirdness of wanting a dark elf husband. I hope I'll see you guys later. Well, it was great meeting you. Have a good one. It was great meeting you too, Legendary. Hope you guys have a good one. I am not as a free com again. Well, you're still getting your work out there, so that's still something to be proud of. Alright, we're gonna go raid Zeki, the angel. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.